Welcome to Tech Notice. What's that? Oh, you can't see me? Well, there you go. There's the key light for you. There's the side light or backlight. And there's the hair light. Welcome to Tech Notice. How you doing? Now, this set of lighting costs only $150. Would you like to know more about it? Well, that's why you're here. Let's go for it. I'm gonna bring one of the lights into the actual setup so you can see them. Okay, let's dim that down because that is way too bright. You like that. Now, what are these lights? As you can see on the wider angle over there are three lights. One is over here, actually going through the diffuser. It's just a very cheap diffuser. I'm gonna leave a link in the description if you wanna pick it up, but it's like $7, something like that. Shining through because I like a very soft light on my setups or talking head setups, and it's on just a normal light stand over here. In the back over there is this hair light over here that kind of gives me this golden side trim over here. It separates me from the background, and this was on the other side bringing me like that hair light on this side as well, but it's not that necessary, so I'm going to talk about this light over here. Now, these are 30-watt LED lights that can be dimmed from 20% to 100% and variable color temperature from 3300 kelvins to 5600 kelvins. And like I mentioned before, the set of three of them is around $150, which at first I thought, surely you can't get like good equipment like that for that cheap, but I'm really impressed about the performance of the lights. In the box you get this bag, as you can see in some of the B-roll over here when I'm undoing the bag and what's inside the bag. Inside the bag are three of these lights, three power cords that come with them, and three light stands with them as well. Now, these lights can be powered by battery powered over here, like this one over here. As you can see, I've got this two Sony NPF style batteries in the back over here, and you can power them through battery or plugged in power, which you can see over here like that. So these two lights over there and there, they are constantly running through the main, so I don't need to worry about them running out of battery, but just for the sake of showing you some of the features, I'm running this on battery powered. In the back over here, there is on and off button over here and a dimmer over here like that. You can control these with the actual remote, and that remote is included in the package as well. I've set all these lights on a different channel so I can control them separately. So for example, this is channel 3, so this is the back hair light over here, and you saw in the intro anyway, you can do that over here, which is very cool as well to control them wirelessly if you want to. You can change the color temperature and dim them down, up and down, or change them on or off, all on the remote. So in terms of what you get for your money, you feel like you get a lot of equipment. You get the carrying case and all the stuff with it, which is brilliant. You kind of get the whole set for your lighting setup, which I like a lot. Did a test on testing how bright they go. So I'm gonna leave on the screen here all the lux that I measured from 0.5 meters to 2 meters at 5600 kelvins, 4000 kelvins, and 3300 kelvins. So you can get the measurement that on one side of the kind of color temperature, it's brighter than the other one. The interesting thing here is that on the warmer side, on 33,000 kelvins, it's not as bright as it is on 5600 kelvins. So it's not completely equal, bicolor light, so that when you go to one end of it, you'll get the same brightness as the other end, which is interesting. So in terms of my opinion, I really, really like these lights. I've used them on a different things, and this is like the first time I'm using them on a talking head or proper interview setups style, which I wanted to see if you can actually do that as well. So you can, and that's really cool to see. I've used them on lighting up a product shot or lighting up some little things, and I've actually also used them getting some of the B-roll. So I had to film an event, or actually a few events where I've used them. But the cool thing is I'm just gonna set them up in the side corners of the room, and usually you just have these room lights, but when I'm just setting a few lights around the room, like in the corners, because you've got three, you can put one in one corner, the other one, and then the third corner. And then if you have the remote, you can tip them up and down and then turn them on and off, which is really cool because then suddenly you get nice lighting suddenly for your subjects. You know, there was loads of people just mingling inside the room. It was quite a big room, and you can see in some of the B-rolls, these are the shots over here. It just gives like a little edge or like a little bit of interest in the shot. It's just not like dull or, you know, just like flat lighting that comes from above. It just gives you a little accent or like a little splash of light on this side, a little splash of light on this side, which these lights are perfect for. Now, if you're filming little product shots, let's say you're doing a, you know, product lighting setup, then the cool thing is that these lights are actually quite big in terms of the, whoa, let's not point that in my face. So it's quite big over here. It depends how big your product is. You can put it in there and you get quite a soft lighting. These lights also have like a diffuser on them already. So it diffuses the light a bit more than just, you know, getting the bulbs. As you can see over here, the bulbs are inside there and there's like a diffusion layer in front. If you want extra diffusion like I do over here, I've set like a complete different diffuser up over there to kind of diffuse the light even more, so it comes in nice and soft. In terms of color accuracy, I don't have any tools to measure the color accuracy, so I'm gonna have to trust the advertised methods over there. Yeah, CRI is 95 plus, so they seem pretty good to me. Can't say anything bad about that. I think they're actually very, very professional. If you own a budget and you want to have a little bit more lighting control in your environments or whatever setup you're doing, this can give you like a lot of performance for your little money. The build quality isn't the best in terms of, you know, having metal and, you know, just looks rigid. It's all plasticky and, you know, it doesn't feel like, you know, it's going to fall apart, but definitely doesn't feel like the best quality out there, which I'm not expecting at this point, but I think it's worth mentioning. Now, you know that I already like these lights quite a lot and I've said a lot of good things about these. Now, so what are some of the bad sides that you want to know? The one bad side that I already mentioned before is maybe the build quality. They feel a little bit plasticky. And then the second one is that the power cords that come with them, they're not the usual 12 volt power cords. They are actually 15 to 18 volt power cords. So if you already have some of the standard 12 volts lying around, they don't actually power this light and you can't really use them. Even though they fit in there, they turn off after a while, or if you're going higher in brightness, they actually just turn off. So you do need to use the actual provided cords that come with them. Now, the cords that have provided with them, I'm in the UK over here, which is not a problem for you who are watching this from the US, but they are, one second. So this is the power cord over here. They come with actual US plugs, which is a little bit awkward here in the UK, and they provide these adapters already in the box, which are like travel adapters, work whatever way, but it's just like not as reliable as you would just plugging it straight into the wall. So they work, things like that, but just have another flimsy thing. Do you know what I mean? So in conclusion, who are these lights for? So if you want a good set of lights, maybe if you're starting YouTube or you're doing some kind of little interview setups, or you want a little bit of a like play around with the lights and actually separate your subjects that you're filming from the background, from the environment, then this is a very good budget option for you. Only $150, around $150. I'm gonna leave the links below if you want to pick them out. Very, very awesome. So I definitely recommend this for everyone who's looking a little bit of, I think mostly the YouTube setup, because you can light up yourself or light up your product shots or light up your whatever you're doing. You know, don't forget that if you want to use it in like a professional talking head setup, you can actually get this like 7-pound diffuser shining through that, and you get this beautiful, beautiful setup. Thanks guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hit that like button if you did. Leave a comment below if you want to see any other videos, or what do you think about this light. If you have anything else, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks guys for watching. Bye bye.